What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where it's a very special day. Today, I'm going to be showing you the Maserati Grecale lineup. Yes, they are here at Maserati Central Florida in Orlando. Pre-production models are here of the GT, the Modena, and the Trofeo specs. Now I'm going to break each video down into each car. So you will see one car in this video, you'll see one car in another video, and you'll see another car in another video. That way we kind of focus on each car depending on if you want either spec. Now with that said, this is a first for Maserati to have the Grecale here in Florida. All right, it's making stops in different parts of the states here in the US, and these are the only models in the US right now. Their first stop was in the state of Florida, and we have them here for you guys today before they go anywhere else. If you're watching this video, we're going for the big boy, the top of the line Maserati Grecale Trofeo. Now, before we go check out the Grecales, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, it helps grow the channel, and I can get more opportunities to get more exclusive Maseratis like the Grecales we're gonna see today. Now, if you guys are wondering, this is the new Maserati key fob for the Grecale. Now, this key fob will come on all new Maseratis coming from here on out. But this is kind of a big deal because Maserati had the same key fob from 2014 up until now, into 2022, when they changed over for the 2023 model years. So as you guys can see, we've talked about this before, but this is the first time we get to see it in person. Now, what do you guys think about this compared to the older style, which was more rounded out in an oval shape, a little bit fatter, but you know, it was basically something just that set the tone for key fobs in the automotive world. It was very premium, it was very solid, it looked really good, and now this might be the new wave. What do you guys think about this key fob here with leather and aluminum to go with these buttons here? I mean, I think it looks really good. You do have a physical key that slides out from the bottom here, just in case your battery runs out. But yeah, this is the new key fob for the 2023 Maserati Grecale and for 2023 and on models. Just to do a comparison between the old here and the new, you can see the difference between the two here. All right, now you can see that this has remote start on it. Well, keep in mind that this key for the 2023 model year and up does not have remote start physically on it, but you can start the car 4 other ways. We'll get into that once we get more into the technical side of the new Maserati Grecale and such 4 models. But look at that, guys. That is a side-by-side look at the key fobs. What do you guys think between the two? Which one do you like? The old style here or the new style? All right, so today's video will be on the top level trim Maserati Grecale Trofeo. Yes, done in beautiful Giallo Corsa, which is racing yellow. This is the one everybody wants to see, right? Because even built on a Grigio platform, just like the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, its cousin, it comes with something that is just a little bit more special, more of a luxury version of the Stelvio Quadrifoglio, if you could kind of put it in that realm. But again, the main focus of this car would probably be more along the I want to say Macan GTS. Now, this thing starts at $102,500 before options. So, you know, this one obviously optioned with a few things. It's going to cost a little bit more. Now, you can max these out at a pretty decent price too. We'll get to that in just a moment. But really, I wanted to do a quick walk around just so you guys can see the design structure compared to the other ones that we've looked at. If you guys haven't watched the videos on the Modena and on the GT, make sure you check those out first so you can see how much more aggressive and special the Trofeo model is compared to those models. But I'm just doing a quick sweep through of the actual car because I want to go over a lot of things individually, but I want you guys to be able to see this itself. Now, keep in mind that these are pre-production models, so not everything is buttoned and fastened, not everything is calibrated. All right, we're going to be waiting on that once we see the actual production models. These are pre-production, so as you guys can see, they have a little rope to open and close the trunk for a good reason. All right, so you know, all the electronics aren't all live right now, so we just have to keep that in mind. But we really want to focus on seeing this thing in person, seeing it to scale, seeing the design, just seeing the overall aggression of this. So this is my quick run through, but let's go look at a few things up close and really pay attention to what the Maserati Grecale Trofeo is all about. So check out the front fascia. It is very aggressive and a little bit more aggressive compared to the Modena R GT spec. So as you guys can see, the Modena spec over there, as far as the front lip and side blades, all right, don't look as pronounced and sporty as it does on the Grecale Trofeo, and same for the GT. You can see that the front bumper there, I mean, is body colored, and then the side blades are just one piece, to where you see a big curve around for the side blades here, and you do have the actual external piece done in carbon fiber for the Trofeo. So that sets it apart as far as styling on the front fascia. Now you also see the big trident up front for the level 2 ADAS, but what's new about this is it has a nice surround around it too. So there's an extra layer around the actual trident this time around, to where we normally just saw this piece right here on the other models of the Maserati lineup that had level 2 ADAS. You also notice big, massive intakes for the grille. You're gonna get a lot of cooling done here, but you'll notice that the vertical slats are a little different now. All right, I mean, they're not a feed through like you would see on Trofeo models of the Levante or Ghibli, but you can see that there is actually a protruding kind of like curvature coming out of the center. Okay, so you have your big slats right there on each side, but then right there in the middle, you have kind of something like protruding, and it could be for styling or it could be functional. We're not exactly sure yet. Now the grille is also all new. As you guys remember, Maserati normally had the grille piece at the top that went across, all right, and then you had the bottom part of the grille, but this is all fixed together as one piece. You can see that it is all set up and molded to one piece. It curves around and then it curves along that point in the middle. So again, something new that we haven't seen. I mean, a lot of new things going on. What's not necessarily new for the 2023 model year is the emblem, because we know we changed this for 2022, went from red and chrome and blue to blue and white. So that is not something that's necessarily new. Straight from the MC20, you'll see the full LED headlamps. So you will see the running lights, all right, at the top and bottom. Now these are optioned for a lot of the Maserati models for the Grecale, okay? So you can option these. They do not come standard, but it is an option. You guys saw that on the configurator when we went over that, and we optioned out the full LED headlamps. But they look good. Again, they're gonna be similar to what you see on the Maserati MC20. So obviously that style is protruding through. Now, coming along the side, the Trofeo badge, they carry over the same styling and red accent along the outline of the Trofeo badge, and then the portholes get a little bit more styling as well. So you have the chrome pieces at top, and then you have the black going along the bottom. Again, something that looks really cool and really pronounced and special when it comes to the Trofeo lineup. Now, you have Bridgestone Potenza tires over Pirelli P0. So now we're looking at Potenzas for the Bridgestone models. We have the 21-inch matte cryo wheels. All right, so 21 inches, monochrome center cap. You also have the red caliper, white script, Brembo brakes, drilled rotors, which you're used to from Maserati. We've seen these on many of the models, but we do have the 21-inch cryo wheels. We do have the body-colored wheel wells here, all right, and then going down the side skirt, you'll see some body color in giallo, but you will also see carbon fiber on the side skirt as well. So again, just kind of adding to that specialness of the Trofeo, the carbon fiber side skirt, as you guys can see there. Now, just looking up, the door handle is a whole new design from Maserati, and I love it because I love that it's just so easy to open up the door rather than having something that pops out or something that's kind of like just sticking out. It's really flush, but at the same time, it goes inside of the door panelings of the car. So you can actually just reach in there and grab it, but it's still not something that you could necessarily hit. It's flush to the car. So I do really love how they did the door handling. Now there's gonna be something you guys notice once we go inside that's pretty different from Maseratis that we've seen in the past. But the Trident right here in the back, you know, we got the new Trident for the 2022 model year, and now we have it for 2023, but we have the red strike through. That's probably going to be specific to the Trofeo lineup. So keep in mind, we do also have that. Now I want you guys to check out the stance. Look at how aggressive the stance looks on the Trofeo. Standard air ride suspension, so you guys can see it's lowered I mean, but wow, look at this. It looks crazy. And keep in mind, again, this is pre-production models, so things like the trunk here doesn't open as well as you would want it to at this moment when all the electronics are not hooked up. All right, because these are the first models here in the USA. So we want to make sure that, you know, we put out the disclaimer before you guys judge. Now look at the rear. This looks really good. Horizontal blacked out exhaust tips, carbon fiber rear diffuser all the way across. All right, and then you have the reflectors with a honeycomb surround grille, and then you have gloss black going around that. So it's just so many different layers to this Grecale. I mean, wow. Again, it's just so aggressive and so sporty for the Trofeo lineup. I really love how they did this. This looks good. So this is what we want to see right underneath the hood of the Trofeo. Now this is very similar to what you see from the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, as we've brought up before. But we know the Maserati MC20 is a basis for this powertrain with the twin turbo, the 2.0 engine that puts out 630 horsepower in the MC20. Well, let's talk more about the Grecale, because the Grecale is a detuned version of that Maserati model, right? It makes sense. I mean, it's going to be in the family, keep it in the family, right? Well, what are we talking about when it comes to terms of power in the Maserati Grecale Trofeo? Well, let's talk about the drivetrain, because it's an all-wheel drive, right? And then you have a twin-turbo 3-liter V6. So what's that V6 going to do for you? Well, you're going to put out 530 horsepower. Now, with that 530 horsepower, there comes a 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. And out of that 3.6, well, we're looking at a top speed of 177 miles per hour. So this is a real performer, and this is very close to the lines of the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. But with that said, what do you guys think about the engine and the engine bay and engine cover of the new Maserati Grecale? And let's talk about the load capacity, 570 liters in the back, which you guys are used to for Maserati, but you do have your 3-way fold in the rear, so you have a center fold down and each seat on each side fold down. You also have privacy shade here, as you guys can see, a little bit different from what we're used to that's in the Levante. You can see that you can fold down your seats for each trigger here. Then you also have all your accessories there. Underneath your load flow there, all right, you do have your battery and everything here. Again, this is a pre-production model, so that's all stuff that probably won't look that way once you get it to the dealership. But again, this is our first exclusive look at what the Grecale has to offer. So let's talk about the front and rear wheel track of the Grecale Trofeo. 255/40 R21s in the front, and in the rear, 295/35 R21s. Now the wheelbase itself is actually 2,901 millimeters, and you're looking at a fuel tank capacity of 16 gallons, all right, or 16.9 gallons to be exact. So it's a 16.9 gallon tank. Now, talk about the weight of the Grecale Trofeo. We're looking at 2,027 kilograms. And last but not least, it is 4,859 millimeters long and 1,659 millimeters high. Now, you also can talk about the depth of 1,979 millimeters. So something I want to point out for you guys is you notice that this whole setup with the window moldings and the pillars and everything here is a little different, right? It seems a little different. Seems a little thicker up top here, all right? You can see the way that the C-pillar setup is set up different. I mean, check it out. It looks a little different, right? But here's one big thing that you guys are gonna either love or hate. When I open the door, the pillar comes with me. So you guys are normally used to pillarless designs for Maserati, but this time around for the Grecale, the pillar is here, all right? So the B pillar doesn't stay here. The B pillar comes with the car. Now I know that's normal for a lot of other cars, but for Maserati, this is something that's kind of new for, you know, this brand. So again, it's just something that you guys are gonna have to get used to, but we're just wondering if you noticed that, or if you did now, what do you think about it? What do you think about that pillar not being fixed to the B-pillar setup. All right, so inside of the Grecale Trofeo, as you guys can see, everything is new. There's so many things to touch on, which we will briefly go over a few things today because, again, this is a pre-production car. So, you know, things will change by the time we get them in our hands. But I want you to see firsthand what everything looks like inside of here. Now, you guys know what this screen is going to be. It's going to be the MIA system that you guys are used to from Maserati, the MIA, the Maserati Intelligent Assistant. So that's that. We have a full digital screen up here as well. And again, pre-production, not everything powers. Now look at the steering wheel, guys. Nice round airbag setup, big Maserati insignia. It looks like a center cap to the wheel right there in the center. You do have the two stocks down here with the aluminum trim. All right, you have, look at this, your drive mode selector right there on the right hand side. Really cool, right? All right, really cool is start stop right there. A digital button is a start stop button on the steering wheel of a Maserati. Hey, welcome to 2022, 2023, guys. All right, your hands-free controls over on this side. This is quality, guys. You guys, I mean, a lot of people complain about buttons and plastic. This is quality. This is digital. All right, so you guys can see this is backlit. This is gloss black. This is such a big step up. I mean, even look at the detail of the window stocks, or sorry, the steering wheel stocks. Look at that. It's a black setup, all right? It's not just plastic. So you have your lights and your lane keep assist on this side. I'll even come on this side. You'll see the aluminum right there for the lane keep assist. We know that very well from Alpha, but you will see gloss black stocks. I mean, they really stepped up the quality. You really don't see many things that are, you know, I want to say plasticky in here at all. I mean, big column mounted paddle shifters as we're used to for Maserati. So that's nothing new. The same stock on this side, but it does have an aluminum adjuster there. So you guys can see that for the speed of your wipers. Look at the door. Look at the quality here. The leather up top, the giallo stitching, the trim. You have the Sonos Faber sound system, the new sound system, big aluminum covers for those speakers. Look at the gloss black on the windows, no plastic. Look at the gloss black. Look at the window, mirror adjuster. Look at the trim there. I mean, it just looks high quality. Now, look at your door release. So that is something that we know from the Maserati MC20. Now, that is a powered button. If you don't have power for any reason, you have a manual release down here as well. Pretty cool, right? Now, you also have thigh support. Check that out for your seating. All right, we haven't even really got to the seats. You see the aluminum pedals down there as well. All right, we see the electric parking brake there. You see the vents, HVAC vents with the nice material there to go under it. That's another afterthought that just ties things together. It's the small things. Look at the adjuster knob, done in aluminum with the black center. Just really incredibly nice. It just, the top leather with the giallo stitching going across, just, it looks high quality. Now, I know there's the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the analog or past analog dial, which is now digital. You can actually control this from the bottom screen. It's not just the HVAC vents that you can do and all your AC controls, heating and everything there. You can actually control the digital gauge from here by pressing the top left button there. And it shows that you can change from classic to sport. And you can see that's really cool. And design. So I changed the design. You can see that there's a clock there. All right, so some of this is in Italian, so you guys can see the compass there. All right, you can see your power there. You can see your G meter, and it all changes here. So I'll show it for you guys up here. Really cool, right? And again, the camera's not focusing there, but yeah, you can see it's really cool that you can do a lot of things from here. I mean, your hill descent, your air suspension, your parking brakes, your seating controls there, your lighting. It's really cool to have this extra screen here, all right? And you even have the quick buttons here for your drive modes, all right? So you have your drive mode there for drive manual. You have neutral there. You have reverse there, and you have parking there. Because if you guys were wondering, there's no gear shifter here, okay? There's no gear select. You do have your trim here, your storage for your phone, for charging as well. You also have these doors that open up for storage, and you have USB 2.0, USB-C. Close that up. You have your big cup holders there. All right. Inside, you will have your why can't I say it? Your armrest there, armrest storage there. All right, you will also have the nice armrest done with the giallo stitching and Nero leather. Also with the seating, you will see the giallo stitching going throughout with the headrest. You will see the chevron seats, heated ventilated seats, all that good stuff. This is just crazy. Look at the HVAC vents going all the way across. Again, just a very sleek, symmetric styling. I mean, this material here, this leather, this like perforated leather, goes all the way in the back of the screen. Okay, so they don't stop it here, they take it all the way to the other side. I mean, look at this, guys. The glove box, everything is just so cool. And then the big panoramic roof there, tons of natural light in the inside, same kind of, you know, just styling and comfort and just quality in the rear as well. Maserati did such a good job with this. I cannot find any flaws. I really love everything about this car, and there's a lot of things I don't know yet, and we will be able to dive into those models. We have the pre-production here just to show it off, but really we're gonna have some fun with this car when it finally comes out. One more thing, we do have the HUD up here, so you will see that it shows off where you can, you know, change your lighting here. You can open up your trunk. All right, you also have the shade there, the tilt vent, all that good stuff. Your home link for your garage controls. You guys can't see that as well. It's not showing up as well on camera, but it is there. Again, we will go over all of it once we have a production model in front of us, but bravo to Maserati for the Grecale. Fantastic. So very much what you're used to for the MC20. Yeah, look at that, look really good. And I'm gonna go check out the tail lights as well while the headlights are on so you can see the tails. Yep. Look at that. The LEDs look great. Now, being a close rival of the Porsche Macan GTS, how does the Maserati Grecale Trofeo stack up? This is a pre-production model again, so you guys are gonna have to wait to see what this can really do when it comes to its full functionality. But this is the first stop of the Grecale Tour here in Florida, all right? The first stops are in Florida. You guys are some of the first to see this. What do you guys think about the new Grecale Trofeo? Let me know down in the comments below. What you've seen so far, are you impressed? Definitely want to hear your thoughts. All right, guys, so what did you think about the new Maserati Grecale Trofeo, the big boy, the baddest of the bad? Let me know. I mean, this is something that is a pre-production model, so it's not all fastened up yet. But when it hits dealerships, this thing is going to be the king of the ring when it comes to SUVs in this market, let me tell you. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it. And we'll have a bigger discussion on the new Maserati Grecale Trofeo. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you check the links in the description below where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, everything Ron's Rise is there, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. Appreciate the love and support, guys. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch in case you want long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, stickers, tank tops, hoodies, everything Ron's Rise is there. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. See everything I'm posting. Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and Fiat that doesn't always make it here to the channel. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel or click that notification bell so you don't miss one video. With that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.